SleepLIVE.
Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another character showcase. This is Sleep here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Mina, a character who's recently added with a major update to Deadlock that did the huge renovation to the game in terms of its main menu, characters, and the map. This is the first of 6 characters coming to the game, with them being added over the course of every 2 days. The player base is going to be voting on what characters will be added first, and over time we'll be drip fed these characters over the next week. In this video we're going to discuss Mina's different strengths, how to build her, what her abilities are, and then showcase a video of me using her in a match. So no more yapping, and let's just get right into it. Before we get into Mina's abilities, let's talk about what kind of character she is. She's very similar to a pocket type build, but she's more gun based. So it's like a gun pocket basically. Essentially what you're going to want to do with Mina is get your stacks on people and apply pressure while also having an escape route in mind. You're going to want to go into team fights and kind of be ready for a lot of maneuvering around your enemies. Essentially, she's a very technical character, and is probably one of the harder characters introduced in this game. So if you're starting up the game, I would highly recommend not trying to learn this character off the bat. Generally, this character is going to work really well into poking people out and generally getting kills with her executes. But let's get into the executes and how to really perform them. Her first ability is her 1. It is the simple umbrella slash that does damage based on how much health is missing. It's very similar to Viper's poison ability, where it scales depending on how much health is remaining. So I did a little bit of damage there. If I do this one, it'll do a little bit more damage, and it'll keep doing that until, well, obviously the character dies. So this next hit will do even more damage, even more damage. You get the idea. Let's say you get them to like half health, they're essentially going to take a huge chunk of damage. On executes with this move, since it is kind of a move to close out kills and such, you will actually get healed for every kill you get. It's actually very good, and it's also really good for sustaining you against enemies in lane, because this execute also applies to minions and creeps. So let's say that you're getting poked out and you need to get some health, you get a minion kind of poked out to, let's say, like maybe a quarter of their health, just slash them and boom, you're healed up. Mina's second ability is probably her most important, and is kind of the huge part of the character that really makes the character super expressive. As you can see, Mina has a fairly low health pool compared to a lot of the cast here. That's because her 2 is like Dynamo's 2, but essentially you get 2 of them. This is a huge movement option that works in all directions. Essentially how it works is you do a teleport and you have a little bit of a window to do a second teleport. It's basically like a double Dynamo 2. This ability can evade so much stuff in this game. You could evade CC. If you have an ability procced onto you, like let's say 7 stun, you could completely remove it if you time it correctly and get away for free. This character is all around the movement with this ability. You're going to want to constantly be moving around and outplaying your enemy while using this TP. Mastering this game's movement will very much benefit you when trying to learn this character. Mina's third ability is a passive ability that applies this kind of passive over a couple of shots. It's very similar to, let's say, Mirage Jin, where it kind of has a cooldown before you can apply it again, but instead of it stacking up and doing more damage the more you wait, it's more a constant application of burst damage. So you're going to want to wait, do some burst damage, wait, do some burst damage. Instead, you're going to want to go into team fights, do some burst damage on a couple of people, and then try to get out. This ability also empowers your ultimate, which will over time get stronger and stronger the more you apply these love bites to people. It is a huge source of Mina's damage and will allow her to get those executes really early on. Like early on into the game, when you get hit by one of these like passive like love bites, it's going to do so much damage and leave you open to her executing you pretty easily. So she's very much a character you want to be aware of when it comes to where you're positioning and trying to stay out of her line of sight. Now her fourth and final ability is her ultimate. It is this AoE attack that sends you into the sky and releasing these bats on someone. For every bat that hits the opponent, you're essentially going to be able to get a second of silence. So you could stack this up on someone that is very like spirit reliant, and you'll be able to basically just shut them down and potentially kill them off of it too. It does a lot of damage, and it could turn a game around if you're dealing with something like a spirit carry in the game. The length of the ultimate also scales with how many love bites have been procced throughout the entire game, and so late game, this ultimate will last a very long time and do a fair bit of damage and keep people silenced for a fairly long time, which could help your team basically win the entire game. But now that we've talked about her playstyle and what kind of moveset she has, let's talk about how you build her. What we're going to be using as our example here is Ido's build. He's actually one of the best Pocket players out there, and generally a lot of the skills from Pocket have been transferring over to Mina, in my opinion. Generally what you're going to want to do is build for your big burst damage, make it so you can constantly move with extra stamina, have kinetic dash so you have that increased speed on your gun when you do dashes, and helping you reload, since her clip is generally actually pretty small. She only has 12 shots, and each shot isn't doing that much damage. You also want Restorative Locket on her because you're going to be constantly maneuvering around opponents, and with her too, you're going to be able to be around a lot of abilities without taking damage, and so Restorative Locket is giving you a lot of health for every ability that's being used near you, and so that's actually a really good combo with the type of character that Mina is. You're also going to want to build stuff like Toxic Bullets on people so you can have a little more consistent damage, because you're not going to be able to constantly have love bites on someone, and so there's going to be a lot of in-between time where you're just kind of poking them out with gun, and you're hoping that you could get some big damage before you can potentially get an execute on them. And stuff like Arctic Blast helps you lock people down, and Spirit Burn does damage over time too. Generally, you're going to want to just kind of make up for a lot of the damage in between the love bites, so that you could constantly get value off of doing damage to people. I'm also of the opinion that Radiant Regeneration is actually a really good item. I've actually seen Ido build this on her a fair bit, and he's been able to get consistent value because the upgrade, the item that this upgrades from, doesn't really proc unless you're getting the love bites like fully procced on someone. But with the Radiant Regeneration, you're actually able to get regeneration off of just doing shots on someone. Overall, Mina is definitely one of the hardest characters in the game, and potentially the hardest character in the game in my opinion. She's not a playstyle that I particularly like jive with. She's like a Pocket that isn't very ability focused, which isn't really a playstyle I personally enjoy, but I could see a niche for this character, and I think she's actually a really cool addition to the game. So now I'm going to show you guys a little match of me playing the game. I'm not going to have any commentary or anything. I'm just going to let you guys kind of get a feel for what kind of things you want to do with the character. I'm not playing the greatest here, keep in mind. This is me on like day 2 with this character that honestly is probably one of the hardest characters in this. But for now, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and I hope you guys have a good night.
Is there folly and the other vampires you are worth? You're gonna die. I can get an item to help.
If you like that, I got some other stuff that fell off the truck.
I hope I don't bend my umbrella beating them to death. Oh, Manhattan.
luck completing the ritual.
I see Yamato.
You can't catch me.
I see Yamato.
is he gonna come back, champ?
Satisfied. I can't wait to harass them.
Mid-boss has arrived. Our yellow walker is under
Hey, you're
attack. The
making history.
spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
This is a second! Going to stop? My reach is out.
You're gonna have to do a hell of a lot better than that if you want to stop me.
I gotta leave Mirage. 300 HP.
Try to keep up.
You think people would be more excited about a jar of souls?
I'm just gonna leave Mirage.
So much better than taking the subway.
I believe you're missing something.
Dead.
Bye-bye.
Our blue guardian has been defeated.
Headed to Broadway.
Swarm them.
walker is under attack.
Don't bother fighting back.
Leave him to me.
I go where I wish. I have enough souls to get something good.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed. Your arcane mastery will grow.
I left, Rush.
Someone's gonna be bleeding on the concrete, and it ain't gonna be you.
Our blue walker is under attack. Our yellow walker is under attack. Our yellow walker has been destroyed.
I want you.
I see Infernus.
This place sucks. I want your blood. Time for a snack.
I see Infernus.
This is my favorite. Later, losers. Fun anymore?
Our blue walker is under attack.
Your enemies will curse your name.
Free souls get free souls. It starts slow, but boy does it ramp up.
You got expensive taste. I love it.
New York will be mine. make a good team.
Surely someone will be by any time now.
Way.
My power is your power. The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
I see Inferno.
Is under attack.
Moving. I love hunting in the city.
Yunkjardd doesn't give up easily. Delivered.
You can't catch me. Die.
Our green walker is under attack.
Think about Haze! for the grand finale.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
I see Yamato.
Time for some retail therapy.
No mind the blow. Gently used.
Nice job.
We all play our part.
I don't like being this exposed.
The urn is ours.
I see pocket.
My power is yours to wield.
Your mastery of the occult will go down in legend.
The beginning of the end.
Rejuvenator is descending.
We need to plan a defense. up if I were you.
I'm moving Mina.
Your valor is rewarded. Our green walker is under attack.
Taste of what's to come. This is just the beginning. Bye-bye.
Pull back.
Back up. You're baiting.
I see Yamato.
The longer you hide, the worse it's gonna be for you. When the end comes, there's nothing you can do about it. Quick.
provide the answer.
Soul Urn is here.
The beginning of the end.
I see Yamato.
Later, losers. Mine now. The enemy could be anywhere.
Let's push you.
Little protection goes a long